There are 5 cities you've probably never heard of, but they might check every box that you're looking for. Homes that are under 400,000, beach proximity, new construction, safe neighborhoods, low insurance costs, and the Florida lifestyle that everyone is chasing. If you're thinking about moving to Florida, these might be the cities you never knew that you actually needed to see. Welcome back. I am Ryan Zakos, broker owner of Zakos Realty here on the Gulf Coast. I was actually born and raised here, and now I'm raising my family here. I started this real estate firm with my father, who's retired from the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office. And for me, real estate is all about relationships, helping you make smart, confident decisions that you feel good about. So whether you work with me or you're working with someone else, I encourage you to find someone that you trust and that actually is doing this business and will always put your interests first. Now let's dive into the video. So Florida gains about 500,000 new residents every single year, but many relocate to the wrong place and end up priced out or disappointed. So because of rising home prices, rising insurance, and demand, it's hard to find that right mix of affordability and lifestyle. So in this video, I narrowed it down to 5 cities where you can still live that dream with safety, that's affordable, and within an hour of the beach. So when I started this video, I mentioned some of the criteria that I'm using to define what I believe are the top 5, but this criteria is the median price point for the city has to be under $400,000. It has to be less than 1 hour to the beach, and most of these communities are less than a half an hour to the beach. Third, there has to be new construction options. I know that new construction is so important in the relocation journey because of the hurricane codes that are updated, the lower cost of insurance. It is important to have a newer home or a new home in today's world. So next criteria is it has to be safe, family friendly, and retiree centric as well. There's got to be good schools in the community because good schools help increase value for a city over time. Also, the last criteria is I want it to be close to parks, nature trails. It's got to have that lifestyle or city amenities that everyone is looking for in that Florida lifestyle. So kick this off. Number 1 is Crystal River. This is the nature coast here on the Gulf Coast of Florida. The median home price in Crystal River is about $300,000. The proximity to the beach is literally less than 15 minutes depending where you are on Crystal River. There are some great new construction options in Crystal River, one being Crystal Ridge, which is a planned development of about 950 plus homes right there in Crystal River. This relocation appeal is for nature lovers, it's for retirees. It is a very safe, low crime city. It's a solid small town for public schools. It has a solid school system. The lifestyle amenities are spectacular with the cold springs, tons of manatees, the kayaking, canoeing. It is quiet. It's a peaceful vibe with charming small downtown. It's close to wildlife refuges and the hiking trails. There's low traffic, low taxes, and a strong community feel in Crystal River. So if you're looking for Florida's natural side, think springs and rivers and manatees, and want to avoid the crowds and chaos, Crystal River offers one of the best lifestyles in the state for under $300,000. So number 2, Northport. Northport's a little different in the fact that Northport has extreme growth because of Welland Park. Welland Park is a master plan community in Northport with the postal code of Venice. The median home price in Northport is about $353,000, and it is one of the fastest growing cities in the entire United States. Beach proximity is excellent. You're about 15 minutes to Venice Beach, and they're about to open up a thoroughway into Minnesota Keys, so it gives you great beach access in 10 to 15 minutes. And then new construction is plentiful with Welland Park, obviously. There is planned for about 70,000 residents over time, and it's about halfway there. So the relocation appeal is for families and retirees seeking affordability near Venice, near Sarasota. It's very safe, and then you're in a top-rated small city. Sarasota County is one of the best school districts in the entire state, so it's a great school district. And the lifestyle amenities is excellent with downtown Welland Park. Welland Park got its own little downtown, and then you have the lakes and the boardwalk and the community events and this family-friendly infrastructure. Then you also have wonderful 55-plus communities like in Brightmoor and Welland Park as well. There's tons of parks, playgrounds, biking trails, walking trails, local parks or county parks, state parks in Mayaca right around the corner. So Northport is one of the fastest growing cities of Florida, like I talked about, for a reason. You're still close to Gulf beaches and Sarasota, but with room to grow and some of the best public schools in the whole entire state. So if you're looking for that master plan community feel, but don't lose great access to some of these bigger cities or these metro areas, then Welland Park could be a great option, and Northport as a whole would be a great option. Number 3, Parrish. So this is where I grew up in Sarasota County. I was born and raised in Sarasota County. Now I currently live in Manatee County in Lakewood Ranch. Parrish is often considered the sister community. It's a more affordable price point. You have the same home in Parrish for a fraction of the cost that you would have in Lakewood Ranch. The median home price in Parrish is about $390,000, and the beach proximity is a little bit further than Crystal River and Welland Park, and about 45 minutes or so to Anna Maria Island. But Anna Maria Island is one of my favorite beaches here on the Gulf Coast. Tons of new construction opportunities. There's a couple of master plan communities like North River Ranch and Cross Creek are just two great examples. But North River Ranch has a bunch of different communities within it, its own little town center. This relocation appeal is for young families and young professionals and even retirees, but perfect for people that are looking to commute to St. Pete, Tampa, Sarasota. It is a very safe and, again, planned communities, and it's a Manatee County school zone. So Manatee County's got some great school zones. New high school just built there in Parrish. For the lifestyle amenities, we have trails, parks, neighborhood pools, sports courts. It's close to the Ellington Premier Outlets and shopping centers. You're just around the corner, a couple exits to University Town Center. Again, this is a master plan development and communities around. So not only do you have these local amenities in the parks and the river close by, but you have these community amenities as well, most likely in the neighborhood you're purchasing. If you're looking for that quiet suburban vibe with great proximity to St. Pete, Tampa, Sarasota, Parrish could be a great option. It is where affordability meets community. It's popular with people relocating from Tampa and Sarasota who want new homes, great schools, and a space to grow without breaking the bank. So if you're looking at Lakewood Ranch and you love everything Lakewood Ranch has to offer, but you want the same home at a fraction of the cost, Parrish would be a great option for you in that. So number 4, Port St. Lucie. This is on the Atlantic coast, the Treasure Coast. The median home price in Port St. Lucie is about $400,000. So it's a little bit higher than these other 3 communities, but you're getting some great bang for the buck in Port St. Lucie as well. The beach proximity, excellent. You have Jensen and Hutchinson Island right there, right around the corner. Port St. Lucie itself is on the water as well. So, and then for new construction options, you have Tradition, which is a master plan community, but there's also tons of urban infill as well in and throughout Port St. Lucie. The relocation appeal is for young families and retirees alike. It kind of depends on what community that you end up or you're looking for. It is one of the top 5 safest cities in Florida, just like all these rest of these areas. Obviously, a great criteria is the safety side. Port St. Lucie is no different. It's an improving public school system. There's a mix of public, charter, and magnet schools. It's not as good probably as like Manatee and Sarasota County school districts, but definitely some good up-and-coming schools. The Met Spring Training Stadium there is Port St. Lucie, so that draws that seasonal crowd as well. There's botanical gardens, there's nature preserves, there's the PGA golf courses, there's tons of community events. It's clean, suburban vibe with a growing economy, so it's one of my favorite places on the East Coast. Definitely a different culture on the East Coast and the West Coast, but if you're looking for East Coast specifically, I would look at places like Port St. Lucie. It's one of Florida's hidden suburban powerhouses, in my opinion. It's big enough for amenities. It's small enough to feel safe and clean, and with a great price tag of under $400,000 on average. It's one of the best Atlantic coast values. Number 5, Palm Coast. This is on the Atlantic coast as well, but this is going to be more in northeast Florida, so closer to Jacksonville, St. Augustine. The median home price here is about $357,000. Beach proximity is great. Again, it's right on the water, so you have Flagler Beach just 15-20 minutes away or so. So new construction is also booming here. You have Seminole Palms, Colbert Landing, Sumwell Branch, tons of new construction communities and opportunities of new construction all throughout northeast Florida. Nocatee is a massive master plan community just around the corner as well, just a little bit more north. So relocation appeal, it's quiet for lifestyle seekers, retirees, and families alike. And just like Port St. Lucie and it's one of the other areas, it's one of the safest cities in all of Florida. It has a great school district in Flagler County. It's a very solid school district here in Florida. And for lifestyle amenities, we're talking over 130 miles of trails for biking, hiking, walking. There's the canals, there's the golf, there's nature preserves. It's charming. It's a quiet community with that beachy access feel. It's near historic St. Augustine and Daytona attractions. I love St. Augustine. It's a great day trip for me and my family. Love to go and check out the historic fort and vibe for what St. Augustine has to offer. Now, Palm Coast is the affordable beach town that most people don't know about, but should. If you want nature, trails, and peace just minutes from the ocean, this is your spot. For a quick recap for this video, if you're looking for value without compromising, this list should be your short list for your relocation destinations in and throughout Florida. One thing I encourage you to do is go to check our website, zachlosre.com. The information's in the description below. download a guide. We have some guides all up and down the Gulf Coast that could be a great resource for you and help you in understanding these different areas and wrap your head around it all. But I also would love to be a resource for you. So feel free to text, call, email. My information is on the screen. It's also below as well. Love to talk to you and help you understand the relationship for not just these cities, but also here on the Gulf Coast. Love to talk to you. Hope to talk to you. Thanks for watching the video.